Today I'm going to be talking about consistency. Consistency was the biggest problem in my career about 3 years ago. It was the biggest problem that made everything in my businesses fail, as well as my personal life. So I made it my goal to just be this consistency beast for the past pretty much like 3 or 4 years. Now, I would consider myself a pretty consistent individual, or at least that's what people says. Now, spoiler alert, consistency is boring. So prepare yourself. But the way that I'm going to explain how to be consistent is I'm going to give you examples from actual life, my life examples. Two, I'm going to tell you like the problems and how actually to overcome them, as well as I'm going to divide it into sort of particles. So I promise that after this video, you will never be inconsistent again. So consistency is pretty much doing volume. So just to explain it in a simple way, you're just doing something for an extraordinary amount of time, or pretty much just sometimes it's ordinary, but just a lot of times. As an example, if I want to be consistent at, let's say, making YouTube videos, it means that I have to make a lot of YouTube videos, period. Now there's some shortcuts to do it, right? I can make some YouTube videos every single day. I can make YouTube videos every week, every month, every year, and that is more of your preference. But all of them are consistency. Because at the end of the day, on the larger scale, you are consistent, whether you do it on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, or yearly basis. But it's just that the shorter the period, the better your feedback loop. It means that the fastest you will see if you're actually consistent or not. Now, the first trick that I have actually done, which is more of a perfection related thing, which is I just was thinking that my product has to be perfect for me to do. It's more of like I was scared of what people say, what people think, or I just wanted to be this good, or etc. But a lot of the times you just get stuck into the planning, get stuck into the wanting to do shit, but ended up doing nothing, or you end up just doing a lot of random shit, which is not good. You want to do one thing and do it for a long time and do it again and again and again if you actually want to succeed. And that's not my word. I literally just was watching Alex Ramosi right now, and he was talking about the same thing, is that you want to do one thing and one thing only, and just do it for a lot of time, and you have to take boredom. Because as an example, right now I'm being consistent at this channel. For 21 months, I've uploaded probably like 200 videos, pretty much more. And it's just what it is. I really want to be consistent. And guess what? I have 300 subscribers. Literally, I just hit 330 subscribers, which is low for everybody, right? And like my views for like the good videos are now getting like 16, 60, sometimes 50, 40, like that's crazy. But that's what consistency is. Consistency, what you sign up for is just doing the work, no matter the results. Now, when we're talking about the efficacy or the efficiency, now it's different, right? Efficacy is getting the results no matter how much time and resources it takes you. It's like, I'm going to get a YouTube video that will get me, let's say, 10 million views, no matter how much time it takes. Maybe it takes 20, 30 years. And no matter how many resources or how much resources it takes, so it includes time, but it also includes money, energy, and just other stuff. Like maybe it takes $10 million to make that video. Right? Maybe it takes $100, maybe it takes $1 billion, stuff like that. But the point is, that is efficacy. Efficiency is getting those 10 million views with the least amount of resources, which is where people want. Now, what does this have anything to do with consistency? It has everything. Because the main constraint of people actually not being consistent is just being afraid of not getting the results. That was me. Because I was used to getting the results, and then I think life happened and I didn't have the resources. Now, what to do? Should I stop? And that's what I was thinking. I was like, no, I have to stay on the same level, this. But sometimes you just can't, and you just have to accept it and take it and just be consistent with it. If you're consistent, the damage will be lower than not being consistent, FYI. Okay? So that's one part. The second part I'm going to be talking about consistency is how it feels to be consistent, because people see it from the outside and like Habib says, oh, for 10 years I trained for two hours a day. Cool. Kobe's like, I trained for, damn, that was crazy. when you see Kobe saying that I was training 4 times a day, I wake up at 4 a.m. and I train at 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. and also like 4 p.m. It's crazy. You're like, what is this guy on about, right? But like, yes, you can hear about that, or you hear Michael Phillips saying that I trained for 6 years every single day, no off days, literally no off days. You're like, okay, that sounds cool, but what it feels to actually do that is what we're talking about. It's boring. It's boring. You get criticism, and people want you to do more, and people want you to do better. Like with this channel, nobody just gets how consistency is the point. The work itself is the point, more than the results. Because as long as you put in the work for long enough, you will get the results. You'll get better at it. You'll get better at getting the results, right? And because it's boring, maybe you will try different things so you get different results, and those results are better. But the point is, you have to keep going. And the more you keep going, the fastest you keep going as well. Like the faster you produce, let's say, videos, the faster you just get through them, make the ideas, make the videos, film, edit, upload, the better and the most likely that you will succeed. Now, you can say that you will need to work more on each video, sure, as long as it doesn't touch your consistency. And that's why the main thing that I did for this channel, as I said, unlike the other channels that I have, like the Moroccan channel, Arabic channels, I always like prioritize like quality, whatever that means, right? I know what it means now, but I didn't know then. So I'm like, no, it has to be this thing. And then, no, here I prioritized consistency from the get-go. It's just like, I don't care. At first I said, I don't care about what the videos look like. I don't care about what they sound like. I will be consistent and I will do whatever I can to make the videos better. And I was just looking at my videos from earlier this year, or like the last quarter of 2024. And I was just looking at it and I'm like, that was bad. And I was comparing from like the video from yesterday, and I was looking at it and I'm like, these are two completely different qualities. Like the quality of yesterday, I'm pretty sure this video as well, way better than that quality. When it comes to as an image quality perspective. When it comes to audio quality, like literally I was watching a video that was like very, very significant noise throughout the entire video. But it was consistent. And that was the point. Because I couldn't get the camera that I have right now. This camera, my friend just gave it to me like 2 days ago. I couldn't have this camera. So do what? I didn't have the lights that I have. Right? Like every few months I buy another light. Like this one, I bought the first light when I started this channel. About like, I don't remember exactly, but probably like 6 months I bought another light. Another 6 months I bought another light. Another 3 or 4 months I bought this light, which is like the rim light that you see, or the backlight, or whatever, right? But it takes time for me to actually get all of those lights, because it needs money, it needs stuff like that, it needs resources. Now, maybe you don't have that at the beginning, but as long as you're consistent, it doesn't really matter, because you're actually getting the job done. You're doing the work, and the work must be done regardless of what you have. Right? So I was making the videos when I didn't have this light, nor this light, nor this light. Literally, I didn't have any of them when I started making these videos, nor the camera that I was filming with. I only have this phone that I'm actually right now just using to record the audio with, literally. So it's a huge upgrade, obviously. But now I'm consistent and I don't have any problems with it. It's like, maybe a video will be better than the other, right? Maybe someone will get more views. Maybe someone will look better or sound better. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because I am consistent anyway. I will try to make every video look better, sound better, is better, right? Maybe the editing will be the next step. Maybe I can't upgrade any camera anymore, or the lights for a long period of time. Now I just have to make the ideas better, or like or let's say the editing better. But for the first 21 months of this channel, the biggest constraint was my image quality was horrible, right? And that's what people were saying. But the point that I'm talking about here is that you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going. No matter what happens, no matter what it is, you just have to stay consistent at it. And the constraint was the image. So that's why I prioritize the lights. That's why I prioritize the camera right now, right? At the beginning, which was also the microphone. Like, microphone was not as good. Okay, now we have a better microphone. This phone is better than the phone that I was using initially with recording the voice, right? Maybe in the future, I don't see this as a problem right now. Otherwise, then maybe it's because I'm holding a phone while I'm filming. But I'm pretty sure that's also fine because a lot of content creators, big creators, actually do it. And people watch them. So it's not a big problem. Okay, maybe I'll have to go right now. Maybe my ride just came. So this is consistency, as I promised. You know how to be consistent right now. I gave you stories and shit. Subscribe. I'm just trying to be myself. Subscribe.